Ha ha ha, it's Halloween. Ha ha ha, it's Halloween. Happy Halloween, children. Today I'm going to share you a Halloween story which is an adaptation of a book written by Erica Silverman. And name of the book is Big Pumpkin. Yes, and I'm going to pretend this string to be the big pumpkin. Yes. So if you want to learn how to use this, you can all get almost a meter long string and do it along with me. So let's begin. Once there lived a witch, and she loved pumpkin pie. I'm going to plant a pumpkin seed. So the witch planted a pumpkin seed in the mud, and she watered and weeded. She watered and weeded. She watered and weeded until a small sprout grew through. And then a pumpkin grew, and it grew, and it grew. It was a very big pumpkin. Yes, just before Halloween, the witch thought of the pumpkin pie. And she went near the pumpkin to pull it out from its vine. The witch bent down and sat to pull the pumpkin out of the vine. And she pulled and she tugged and she pulled. Can you do it with me? Come on. The witch, she pulled and she tugged and she pulled. First she pulled hard, then she pulled harder, but the pumpkin just sat. Drat, said the witch. Now, as the witch sat there looking at the pumpkin, along came a woo ghost, and it saw the pumpkin. Big pumpkin. The witch said, "It's big, but it's mine, and it's stuck on the vine, and Halloween is just hours away." The ghost said, "I am bigger and stronger than you. Let me try." Said the witch. But she thought of the pumpkin pie and Latin. So now it was the ghost's turn. The ghost sat down and he tugged to pull the pumpkin. Come on. So the ghost, he pulled and he tugged and he pulled. First he pulled hard, then he pulled harder, but the pumpkin just sat. Drat, said the ghost. Now while the witch and the ghost sat down looking at the stuck pumpkin, along came a vampire. Oh, big pumpkin. The witch came and said, "Yes, it's big, but it's mine, and it's stuck on the vine, and Halloween is just hours away." The vampire said, "Yes, but I'm bigger and stronger than you. Let me try." Said the witch. Said the ghost. But they thought about the pumpkin pie and Latin. So now the vampire bent down and sat to pull the pumpkin from the vine. And yes, he pulled and he tugged and he pulled. First he pulled hard, then he pulled harder, but the pumpkin just sat. Drat, said the vampire. Now while all three of them sat along came a mummy. Big pumpkin. The witch said, "It's big and it's mine, but it's stuck on the vine, and Halloween is just hours away." The mummy said, "I am bigger and stronger than all of you. Let me try." Said the witch. Said the ghost. Said the vampire. But all three of them dreamt of the yummy pumpkin pie and let in. So now the mummy bent down and sat to pull the pumpkin out. And she pulled and she tugged and she pulled. First she pulled hard, then she pulled harder, but the pumpkin just sat. "Drat!" said the mummy. Now, while all of them were sitting and looking at the big pumpkin, along came a tiny little bat. "Big pumpkin." Looking at the bat, the witch said, "It's big and it's mine, and it sat on the vine, and Halloween is just hours away." The bat smiled and said, "Can I try?" The witch didn't say a word. The witch looked at the ghost. The ghost looked at the vampire. The vampire looked at the mummy. And everybody laughed as the little bat wanted to do something which these big giant could not do. So the bat said, "I know I am small and tiny, but I have an idea. At least listen to me." So she shared its idea with the witch and the ghost and the vampire and the mummy. And said the witch, said the ghost, said the vampire, said the mummy. But all of them dreamt of the yummy pumpkin pie and decided to give it a try. So now the bat, she hold the waist of the mummy, and the mummy hold the waist of the vampire, and the vampire hold the waist of the ghost, and the ghost hold the waist of the witch, and all of them pulled the pumpkin. So come on. And they pull and they tug and they pull. First they pull hard, then they pull harder. And what happened? The pumpkin came out of the wine and thum, 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 thum. It rolled over the hill and reached near the house of the witch. "Hooray to the bat!" said the witch, said the ghost, said the vampire, said the mummy. And all of them rushed down. The witch prepared a yummy pumpkin pie, and together they shared. All of them relished and thanked the witch and the bat and each other for the teamwork and Happy Halloween! They wished each other and went off. And later, the witch took the seed of this pumpkin and planted it again to enjoy the pumpkin pie next time. Hope you enjoyed this Halloween story, teamwork story, and the string story. For more such interesting stories, like, share and subscribe to Gappa Stories and more. Happy Halloween once again. Thank you for listening.